Europe, Gears, disguised as a car, is collecting updated map data of the Earth, but he catches the attention of the police. After a chase, he transforms into a robot to activate a bomb and self-destruct. However, he doesn't go through with it, and the soldiers capture him. Jack Burns, alias Hawk, leader of G.I. Joe, finds the Autobots in a desolate place. He has studied their desperate movements and knows they need Energon, so he proposes an alliance against an extremist military group, this time in exchange for Energon, but Prime rejects the offer. B considers it necessary, as it is enough Energon to power a newly found ship. He asks Prime for permission, and Prime gives it, but insists he shouldn't do it. B retorts, asking why Mirage can, and Prime tells him he is not like Mirage. Prime doesn't want to kill humans, and RC doesn't want them to be used politically. B calls them both proud and leaves. RC picks up on something in Prime's words, and when she confronts him, he confesses that there is no way they can defeat the Decepticons on Cybertron. He has lied to them to give them hope. RC leaves, and Prime remains firm but doubtful. A survivor Scorponok from the Battle of Peru has been sabotaging telephone exchanges. He infiltrates an oil facility, eats pieces of steel, and enters an area where he accesses a computer but realizes it's a trap. Several Joes shoot at him. He tries to escape, but Mirage subdues him and tells him to make a life because his leader Unicron was defeated. He refuses to believe it. Mirage warns him to stop bothering, or he will have no choice. He stings Mirage and attacks the Joes, then jumps into the ocean. Mirage and the Joes watch him leave. Later, Mirage laughs with the Joes, feeling comfortable as they treat him like a human, and he doesn't have to hide. He approaches Noah, who is thinking of deserting because it's a dangerous job. Mirage thinks. When Sector 7 fell, the extremist group Cobra emerged with the mission of becoming a new government in the United States. Failing to achieve their goal, they established bases in Japan, revitalizing a small town and promising political changes. The commander of Cobra has held meetings where he has gained international support, being seen as political exiles and granted amnesty. Cobra violates the agreements, assaulting the population in search of supplies, so Japan allows the arrival of the G.I. Joe as a precaution. B, RC, and Mirage are hidden on the ship. The Joes study Mirage's exosuit mode. Scarlet tells RC that Mirage is different from the others. RC says that Prime rescued him from a laboratory on Cybertron, and since then he has been an Autobot. He is family. Primal tells Prime that he will be a legend. Prime says that he already is, and it doesn't mean much. Primal tells him that he will prevent a collapse. Prime asks him to tell him what he wants to know. Primal tells him that he is not ready. Prime asks what he does when his team disagrees on something. Primal says that freedom will always be his right, but a father is a gift they will not find. A father who will do anything for them. Then he tells him that he trusts him and will tell him, but it is not yet time. B communicates with the leaders of the global Autobot team. Ironhide in Africa refuses to support him. Sideswipe in Asia fears being discovered, and Jazz in Europe remains neutral. But B insists until Jazz agrees to send weapons and replacement parts with a team. Noah approaches and asks if he has visited Chris. B shows him a video. Noah smiles and says it's like being there. RC is allowed to talk to Gears. He is frustrated. He hates himself because he couldn't self-destruct. She tells him she doesn't judge him. He says he's tired of being interrogated and examined. She tells him she's managing his freedom, but he doesn't believe her, treats her badly, and the transmission is cut off. She pretends to be strong, and Snake Eyes notices. They arrive in Japan and disembark. Mission: pressure Cobra to enter into dialogue. They encounter Blitzwing, the Decepticon who damaged B's voice. He was rebuilt by the former Sector 7. B tells him to go away. Hawk says Blitz knows the continent better than anyone. He tells them that the land was a Decepticon base before B arrived. He was expecting the arrival of the Mega Implacable, but that didn't happen. Now he cultivates Energon and guides them to Cobra because they destroy his crops. They arrive in a city. Hawk says that Noah will shut down the communications tower while they cover him. Scarlet mentions that there might be civilians in the city. Hawk then says that RC and Mirage will cover Noah. Duke retorts that he is placing a big responsibility in the hands of things that haven't proven themselves yet. Blitz transforms into a tank. Hawk tells Duke that his responsibility is to obey, period. Noah puts on a special suit. They enter, and Hawk throws a mask to Duke, telling him there's a gas leak. Scarlet climbs a ladder. Hawk finds a radio and says that the evacuation was recent. A strange sound is heard. Noah climbs the tower and Mirage tells him, "Remember, I'm with you," creating several holograms that appear to climb with Noah. Snake Eyes checks the rooms. Duke opens a door that doesn't fully open. Noah hums a video game tune while cutting cables. Duke passes by and sees a bomb behind the door. Hawk follows the sound to a window, where a dog starts barking inside. They throw a stun grenade. Hawk gets shot. Bees start to attract the fire. Mirage shouts to Noah. He descends but gets shot and falls. Mirage catches him. Blitz desperately searches for the shooter and fires, causing that part to collapse. Duke advances. Bee arrives, ramming the tower. Mirage also rams it. Blitz retreats with the Joes. RC helps them, but they throw a grenade. Bee transforms, catches it, and sticks it to the ground. They then retreat. The grenade explodes, and the tower shuts down.